Go ahead.
Okay, hello. It's September 11th, 2018. My name is Doug Wegman, and I'm here with Carl Brown representing the Oley Valley Heritage Association. We were interviewing Paul Strunk about his life and times in the Oley Valley. Now you can talk whatever you want to talk about.
Okay, I was born July the 11th, 1937 at the Gristmill over right here in Lobachsville. I know when I was born, they thought I was going to die. My mom was just turned 16, and my grandmother stuck me in the oven. It had an old cook stove. They laid me there because I turned blue.
Yeah.
And they wrapped me up real tight and
just to keep you warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what else to say.
Did you want to talk about your childhood?
Oh yeah, over there.
Tell us about growing up. Yeah.
Yeah, we lived over there for
Right.
a while until my mom and dad finally got a place down Norman's Valley. I don't know if you know where that is. That's going on down on 73. You know where the schoolhouse is on 73? The elementary school. Right across there, they call that Norman's Valley.
Okay.
There used to be a lot of old shacks up there. No water, no running water, and we lived there a couple of years. Because I went to school there. There's a one-room schoolhouse down through. I went there a couple of years, and then we moved up to right on which way did you come from 73?
Yeah.
Well, you go over a new bridge right there at that house. We lived there for quite a few
On Bertlett's
years.
Mill Road there.
Yeah, right. So I lived there. We lived there pretty long. But going to the feed mill, we lived there maybe a year or so. I don't remember. You know, I was young, but I remember when I lived down here. I used to walk over to my grandmother and grandfather, and I used to watch the westerns. I like western programs. And he had one of the first televisions around here, and he had a magnifying glass or something to make it bigger. It was only real small, but made it bigger. It was Frontier Playhouse, it was called. And they had Hoop Gibson and all these western programs. I watched them every night. They used to come on either 5 or 6 o'clock, and then I was around 8, 9, 10, like that. I helped my grandfather out when there was no school. I helped him out at the feed mill when he got a truckload of bags, because he was all by himself. Everybody else was working, so he had one of these hand carts. He'd put the feed on me, bags of feed, and he'd tell me, put it over there. They called me Sonny.
Yeah.
And they said, Sonny, just put it over there. I'll straighten it out. And I used to wheel it over there. And it took all I had.
Well, some of those bags are 120 pounds.
Yeah, they were nice.
They weren't
size.
50-pound bags.
Yeah, and they used to save the bags because they made dresses out of them. At that time, the feet, brown. I don't know if he got them from Browns or where he got them from. The bags of feed.
Yeah, they were made of cotton, so they were easy.
Yeah, then they made my grandmother and my mom used to make dresses out of them. They were nice to make blouses, or shirts like that, but they made dresses.
Yeah.
And but me and Pappy, my grandmother used to bake a lot of pies, and when I was in the feed mill in the office, he said, Sonny, let's go and get a pie. So we went over and got a pie. I remember that. And we snuck in, and then Granny said, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting a pie. He said, you can't eat a pie. He said, yes, I can. He said, I'm the one that's supporting this family. I'm eating a pie. Means Sonny took off. We took off, and he had a knife and a fork over there, and we ate the pie. I remember that. And then he gave me an old shotgun he had in his office there. Gary, tour the feed mill.
Not that one.
Yeah, I've been through it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, well, he had an office
right
to the side, and he had a shotgun, and he never had it loaded, but he had shells there. An old hammer gun. that he gave to me, said I could keep, and which was very nice. And I gave it to my great granddaughter now. Because I didn't want it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
How about what did you play? Have any special games or anything like that you played when you were young?
over there, well, it was only me there, you know. I didn't have nobody else to play with. I know I used to help the butcher. We used to butcher like 2-3 pigs and a steer. We used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock we'd shoot them. And I know the first time Pappy said, my grandfather said, I call him Pappy, and he said, Sonny, you want to shoot it? I said, yeah. He held the flashlight. He said, now shoot him right between the eyes. I shot him a little too high. First time I ever shot a 22. And he said, gotta shoot him again. He went down, got up. I shot him again. He went down, and Pappy stuck him so he could bleed right away.
Yeah.
And then we butchered him. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Did you grind a lot of cornmeal over there?
A lot.
Yeah.
We a lot of big stone.
Right.
And we grind.
That had 2 stones in it, didn't it?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes it did. Yes, it was nice.
That's a pretty good sized mill, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice size.
Did you have enough water to keep it running?
Oh yes, big wheel on in
Right.
the bottom, but that broke now.
Yeah.
Boy, that used to be neat. I know I used to turn it on downstairs. You'd turn it, turn the water, and the water would come in and start the feed mill to lift
Yeah.
the bags up.
Right. So.
That was pretty neat. That was one of my jobs. Go there and
So
And
the water ran over the wheel, not under the wheel. It was an overshot.
It kept
Okay.
just turning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. But then all the years when they sold that feed mill for $20,500, I think it was, or $21,000. I don't know what it was, which I thought was cheap. And if I could afford it, but I was too young. I think I didn't want it. And then Shaner bought it. Maybe you know that.
Dick Shaner.
He was a Shaner. He taught school over in Oley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought it, and then he fixed it up pretty nice. And then Kinnick's bought it then from Shaner. It's nice. I was in there already a couple times.
Yeah.
It's nice over there.
Now, did you grind flour there too, or just?
Oh
flour?
yeah, and flour, cornmeal. That's about it.
Now, did you do the flour on the stone, or did you?
Stone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we had a bag. You strip it on, hold the bag up, and when you got that full, you had to bend the shut. I think we used to push it in like that, and you shut the grain off. But when it got about that far to the top, we'd shut it off running already, because always some comes out afterwards. I remember that.
So, tell us about your school days over there. You like school?
I never liked school. I went to school up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you go to Oley High School then?
Yeah, I went from there. I went over to Oley then in 7th grade.
Yeah.
But I never liked school.
Okay.
Until I got over there, and then I got into sports, and I liked it. I had to keep my marks up to play sports.
Play sports. What sports did you play?
Baseball, soccer, and track.
Okay.
What are you doing?
But that's about it.
Yeah.
No.
They always had a good baseball team, didn't they?
Yes, we did. We won the championship the one year.
Of the county or the?
We won the county.
Yeah.
And then we went on, then we lost them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty tough competition.
Yes. At that, for Oley's a little school compared to some of these other schools, a lot bigger than Oley.
So what'd you do after you left school?
Well, I looked for a job. I went down to Mercer's in Boardtown, sheet metal place. I worked there for 37 and a half years.
Okay.
Yeah. I became plant manager there, plant superintendent or whatever. My business card said plant superintendent.
Yeah.
But I worked there.
Now they manufactured the roofing there, or they just?
We manufactured heaters for homes. You know, the frame, the outside,
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
That's what we did that, and then we started getting into other things too.
And then after you left there, where'd you go?
Well, what happened? The place closed up. They
Yeah.
went bankrupt. And I went over to Kenny Fields. I don't know if you know him. He Mentor Electric.
Okay.
They just went bankrupt, you know. And I worked over there for 18 years
Okay.
as a groundkeeper. I was salaried as a groundkeeper.
Yeah.
I made good money
Yeah.
over there. And he was a hell of a nice guy. I just saw him over the weekend. I was over at Weiss, and I didn't see him. He came up and he hey, Paul, how you doing? I said, good. And we talked a little bit. He said, you want to come back and mow? Because he's thinking, he got a big house, thinking of selling it and moving to a little house.
Yeah.
But that's about what I did then.
Yeah.
And I retired there. And, I guess 10 years ago. I'm 81. I worked till I was 70. I was in pretty good shape. I'm still in half decent shape. But I'm not real fat or anything like that. But
Did you work in any of the farms on the weekends around here?
I worked over at the turkey farm. I don't know if you know where the turkey farm used to be. You know where Borch's Change
Yeah.
shop is? Well, right at this rate, that farm there, we used to raise turkeys and steers, and we did some farming. I worked there when I was going to school on weekends, you know, like Fridays and Saturdays, and in the evenings they made hay. We used to have to throw the bales up.
Yeah.
We didn't have nothing to shoot them up. We
Didn't have
threw
an
them up.
elevator.
Then I went and I was a baseball pitcher. Then I had to go and pitch a game then yet. Holy cow, I was tired. But you're young in those
Yeah.
days. You know what I mean.
So the turkeys were raised outside most of the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, and that, that was funny how they did the turkey. They tied them on a piece of wire on the line and just cut their throat, and they would bleat to death.
Right.
I never saw that.
Yeah. Well, you can't do that anymore.
No.
Can you?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess they did that so the blood wouldn't get.
Yeah. So it would bleed out.
Yeah. I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes back. Well, like I said, I'm 81.
Yeah.
It goes back quite a few years.
Doug and his brothers killed a lot of turkeys in their day, so
Yeah.
he's an expert on it.
Did you go into Reading very often?
Once in a while I did.
Okay, just for clothes shopping or?
Clothes shopping. I used to go to Joseph clothes shopping store. I used to buy my pants there, some of my shirts. It used to be Joseph. I think it was called Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Penn Street.
It's not there no more. But I've been in there. And I used to drive around, pick up girls. I had a convertible.
What kind of car did you have?
57 white Ford convertible.
Okay.
Oh,
And girls loved that. You know, go drive down 9th Street, come up 10th Street, and the girls would hop in. They were drunk. I said, get out, get out. I didn't want to, because I don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink or smoke. I never did it. I don't believe in it. I don't know if you guys do or not, but that's up to you. You know.
Yeah.
But my dad used to drink a lot. Oh my God. I don't know if you want me to talk about my dad or not, but
If you want to, it's up to
no,
you.
not really.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of bad memories about
Yeah.
him.
That sounds good.
now when you were young, did you have gardens and everything like
Oh
that?
yes, we had
You
a
had
big
to work-
truck over there at the feed mill. We had a big truck patch, and that was one of the things I used to take care of. You know, we had a horse named Nellie, I think it was, or Bossy. No, the horse was Nellie, and the cow was Bossy.
Yeah.
We had a couple cows. We used to yell for Bossy, and then the others would follow and put them in the barn. I used to call them. I forgot about that. And they had a horse, because we used to get hay, you know, for the we had pigs and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And we used to get the hay, and we had to take a fork, shove it on the wagon, loose.
So you stored it loose then in the barn.
Oh yeah, we stored it loose in the barn, and I used to like to go on the top and just slide down on the hay. I used to do that often.
Yeah.
And I used to help Granny to milk cows. She showed me how to milk cows.
How many cows did you milk?
About 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
That's
I learned how to milk cows. And,
good morning's work. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty neat. I hope I'm helpful.
Oh yeah, sure.
Come out here.
Anything else?
I don't know if we interviewed Roy Hetrick a couple of years ago. I don't know if you knew him or not.
Yeah, I know how.
He grew up
Roy had.
over at Limekiln there.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the cows being taken down to Douglasville because they had Bang's disease, tuberculosis. I don't know if you remember anything like that or not.
No,
So,
I don't remember anything like
Okay.
that.
well, I'm sure your cows were checked. And they
I
got
know
away.
my grandfather, when he sold the mill, he got cancer. And then he never sold the new place. He lived, you know where the one-room schoolhouse is up here?
Yeah.
We're right down below there. That house is what they built.
Okay.
But he never moved there. He died before that. My wife, then, I was married then they used to stay there with my grandfather, and she was there when he died.
Yeah.
And he was a hell of a nice guy. You couldn't find a nicer grandfather
Yeah.
than him. He did anything for you. He was, but now my grandmother, she was very strict.
Let her pies alone, eh?
Yeah. She was the wiser. Her parents used to live right on top of this hill. Because
Okay.
me and my grandfather walked a bull one time. Old Pappy Weiser up here, some of this cows bred. So this is the first time I did this. I walked on one side and he walked on the other side. We walked this bull all the way up through. And I had a stick in my hand. I said, "Are you sure this is fine?" He said, "Oh, the bull will be fine." And we walked him all over. He did his job. We walked him back again. That's the first time I've ever seen this.
Yeah.
I had to laugh. I just didn't see this before. I was pretty young yet. And we walked the bull all the way back. No problem.
Yeah. Did you have a ring in the nose, or?
Yeah, I had a ring in the nose.
And your
Yeah,
granddad had a lead on the
no
ring?
rope on it. Nothing.
Oh, no rope. Okay.
Nope, no rope on him.
Yeah.
And my grandfather used to talk, "Nah, come on, you used to say something, come on." He called him some kind of name. I don't know what he called him anymore. And I was just scared of the big, this big bull.
Yeah.
But I remember that.
Yeah. When the animals are worked every day, they get used to you and they
Yeah.
respect you. Yeah.
I know the horse. I used to ride the horse a lot.
Yeah.
It was an old horse. It finally passed away, and then they didn't get another horse, and then they sold their cows, and they started getting out of that.
Yeah.
But they kept the pigs, and like the garden, we had a big truck patch, and we used to raise a lot of zucchini, turnips, radishes, tomatoes galore, and we used to do a lot of canning.
Stuff that would hold then.
Yeah, I know when we butchered, we would take, my grandfather had big containers, about that high, and he used to take the hind quarters and put them in salt, so they'd keep. And same with the sausage. Oh, that's another thing. My grandmother was cleaning the testings, and I said, "What you put in there?" She said, "Sausage, we put grind." I said, "I'm not eating no more." And I want to tell you, that is a lot cleaner than, because she cleaned it out, flushed it out with a hose, and I wouldn't eat it. I just refused to eat sausage. But
It's all natural.
yeah, it's all natural, and I thought, I'm not going to eat this.
I bet you broke down when it smelled pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we made like I said, all kinds of pot pudding. We made scrapple, lots of scrapple, because we used to, when we had 2 big black kettles, we put all the chunk in there, all the stuff to make scrapple and liver. And then when the liver was done, my grandfather would take it out, cut the liver off and put a lot of salt. Oh, that was awesome.
Put a lot of cornmeal in that scrapple, I bet.
Oh, yes.
Now, did you roast your cornmeal before you used it?
Yeah.
Or before you ground it?
Before we ground it.
Okay, yeah. What kind of roaster did you have?
I don't know.
Don't remember?
I didn't get involved in that.
Yeah, okay.
I knew they had one.
Yeah. So.
But I always liked when they butchered.
Yeah.
Because it was amazing. Take this salt off in a couple days when it start getting too moist, and then put fresh salt on it again. And we carried up to the attic, and it stayed there all winter.
Yeah.
Then when we needed ham, we cut a ham up. And the sausage, and or any kind of pork or any kind of beef. And we charred a lot of stuff.
Smoked, you mean?
Smoked it.
Yeah.
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 Smoke, yeah, we had
Yeah.
a smokehouse, we smoke it. Then we char it, and then we put a lot of fat on top.
Oh.
We didn't have no char rings on it like that.
Okay.
It just bought that much fat, I remember that, putting it on. I guess, what are you doing? Putting this fat just right on top, and then it got real hard.
Sealed it, yeah.
Yeah, seal it. That was amazing.
Then you put a top on it, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That was in a ball jar, you sealed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or did you leave it with just the fat on? Did you screw the top on?
But I don't remember putting a cap on it. I remember just putting
the
the fat
fat
on. If they put a lid on or not,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the fat made it anaerobic, that oxygen couldn't get in there to
Right,
for the
to
bugs to
turn it,
grow.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
make a lot of sauerkraut.
Yes, a lot of sauerkraut.
Yeah. How'd that taste to you?
That was awesome. I mean, I make my own too now.
Yeah, in the
I-
crocks. Yeah.
I like it, my
Okay.
own.
Yeah.
I have a crock pot I bought up at Weaver's to make my own sauerkraut.
Yeah.
I make it like every other year because I make so much of it, and you only can eat so much. I remember New Year's, that's what we used, my own sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And I like sauerkraut and hot dogs or
Right.
on mashed potatoes or anything like that.
So, what was the biggest trip you took growing up with your ball team or otherwise?
Well, I was the president of the boys club,
Okay.
and as president of the boys club, I always went down to Philly to see a basketball game, which I am not too keen on basketball. I never was that tall, so I never played it. And we went to eat, and I remember I was the first one they called. I was sitting out at the end. They'd call me out, and you had to get up and introduce your name and what sports you're playing, because I was senior that year. And I told them, and because I had pitched a no-hitter over at Oley, so everybody knew me.
Great.
You know, it was in
Yeah.
the paper. I had some big, nice articles about that in the scrapbook.
So you didn't go on to professional baseball?
I tried.
Yeah.
I had two scouts talk to me, one from Detroit and one from Cleveland. And the Detroit was up at the Kutztown Legion, and he said it was my height.
Okay.
I was too small. He said I'll throw my arm out, which I did after a couple of years. And the Detroit, no, that was Detroit up there.
fine. I
Cleveland
just need
was
to-
over at Oley in high school, and he said I was too
Too
short.
short.
If I'd have been as tall as you, I probably would have made it. Me, honestly.
Yeah.
And you know, and I said, well, I can play other positions. They wanted me as a pitcher. I could throw pretty good. Had a good curveball, good fastball. But
Did you take the train into Philly?
what's that?
Did you take the train into Philly or drive?
No,
bus?
No, we took a bus.
Okay.
Yeah, we took a bus into Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was cold, and I didn't have a top coat. I just had a sport coat on.
Yeah.
And everybody, and some of the others didn't have top coats neither. I know I was cold.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Went to the big city, eh?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the first time. Yeah. It was an experience.
I wouldn't have married. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
married him then.
So, So how many children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren you have?
I have 4 grandkids,
You're supposed to say
3 sons, 3 grandsons, and 1 granddaughter.
Okay,
And I have 4 great-grandchildren.
right. That's good.
You have 2
How many
girls.
children?
I had a boy and a girl.
Okay,
And the great-grandchildren is 2 girls and 2 boys.
okay. They all live around here?
More or less, yeah.
Good.
The one lives right up top of the hill. That's
Yeah.
the one of them out there.
Right,
Running
right.
around.
Yeah.
He's
So-
one of my
He
favorites.
wants to drive a bicycle here.
You're
so.
not supposed to say that he's
Well, I know it's recorded. But
They're all your favorites, aren't
this
they?
morning, first thing I came in, she said, "Granddad, I love you." I
Yeah,
thought that was so cute.
great.
You know, he's only 3 years old,
Yeah, yeah.
and he always wants to sit in my lap.
That's when they're fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he likes his dad has a brum brum car, which it's a Camaro, and it makes a lot of noise. And once in a while, he lays rubber.
Yeah.
And I wish he wouldn't do that because he's going to do the same thing when he gets older. You know darn well he's going to do that.
Yeah.
But I did it too.
Yeah.
I think we all did it.
Yeah.
You just got to be lucky and don't
Part
get
of growing
caught
up,
and,
yeah.
and don't get
Yeah.
killed.
So what was it like here in Oley during World War II? Remember much?
As far as I know, everything I think was okay. You know.
No, I know they had a lot of rationing then. And
Yeah, well, we used to go every Sunday. My dad, me, and Pappy, and Marion Yoder. We used to go into the fairgrounds in Redmond, a stock car.
right.
Ted Horn was my favorite. I
Okay.
don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
Ted Horn, Tommy Hendershitz, but I love Ted Horn.
Heard of Tommy, yeah.
Yeah, he was, Hendershus was from around here, I guess.
Yeah, he lived over in Oley somewhere
Yeah.
on the other side of the Oley. But I used to like Ted Horn, and they say he used to drink a lot before would go out in the track. But he would win most of the time. I guess he didn't give a hoot,
Kept them loose, did it?
you know, because he was up there. And but we used to go in there a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to like that.
Yeah.
Then we used to once in a while. I'm a Dodger fan from L.A.
Right.
But they used to live in New York.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, and I used to listen to them, and I'm still a Dodger fan, and I get them on the television. They
Right.
come on tonight at 6:40.
Okay.
They lost last night, but anyhow,
Yeah. So you go into the Rainian Fair every year?
oh yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
I work at the Oley Fair.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, it's coming up.
Yep.
Next
Yeah.
week.
What do you do
I'll
there?
be working this Saturday
Okay.
at behind the hooky stand.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want to see me, I'll be there if you come over.
Okay.
From 8 to 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
11 to 2. We work 4
Oh,
hours.
you make good hoagies.
Yeah,
I
they
eat
do.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
Our church makes hoagies every Thursday, which I help.
Okay.
I didn't help this Thursday because I was sick.
Mm.
My nose was running, and I ain't going to make hoagies. My nose is running.
No, no. So,
Yeah.
which church do you go to?
The one in Main Street in Oley.
Okay.
Yeah.
The UCC.
UCC.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We could. I used to belong to one up here, but then it's not hardly any people up there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So my wife belonged to that one over there, so I just went over there then.
Yeah, they're both good churches. So.
Yeah, my son now works down Merce's. Somebody else bought him now.
Okay.
So it's still under Merce's name, but he works there. I got him a job there when I worked there, and he's like a lead man in this department. And my daughter lives right up here in that
Yeah.
modular home.
Yeah, we saw. So, well, it's good to have your family close by. So.
Yeah, as we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have their families moving from different states and stuff like that. Now, my one grandson lives up here and he was in a bad motorcycle accident, Sacramento, and his right arm, he can't use it. His left arm he can do, and he's on the computer, does everything with left hand.
Yeah. Huh.
And he got a nice job, gets $90,000 a year.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So what are some of the big changes you saw at the Oley Fair when they went from tents into...
Yeah, the Oley Fair, that's when we used to have it over at the high school.
Right.
We used to put the tents up. I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We used to put the tents up, especially with a junior and senior, I guess even sophomore, because we used to be out there putting the tents up. And then they moved over there, and which was a lot nicer. Well, they didn't have all the buildings then.
Right.
We still used to put some tents up over there then, yeah. But now it's nice. It's beautiful. I know it's nice over there now.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll wrap it up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to tell us from years ago, or?
No, not that I know of.
Hey Paul, did you tell him about ice skating?
Oh no, we used to go ice skating on the pond.
Okay, from the mill.
No,
the mill
mill.
pond.
Over there in
Yeah.
the mill. I used to, me and a couple other guys would shovel all the snow off,
Right.
and sometimes we'd punch a hole and so the water would come up. So
Be
Make
smooth.
it smooth.
yeah, but the ice was like that. I know we had to dig deep. Oh, and another thing, me and my grandfather used to get ice out years ago, and
Yeah.
we used to sell it at the feed mill.
Yeah.
And then we had a right close to the feed mill in the back, a lot of sawdust. As we used to bury it. I remember throwing the sawdust on top of the ice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he would sell it then in
Right.
blocks.
Yep.
I don't know what he got for it or what,
Yeah. Well,
but that's all we had. Because I
people would
remember
take it home and put it in an ice shed. Yeah.
Yeah, down at Norman's Valley, we had a guy who used to come like every other day or every third day.
Yeah.
Put little hunks of ice in the refrigerator.
Right.
Uh,
That's how you
they had a little ice box, but
kept things cool. Yeah.
yeah. And then we used to go ice skating. I put a spotlight out. I'd have the whole neighborhood over there
Yeah.
ice skating.
It hardly gets cold enough to make ice to skate
No,
on anymore.
no.
So.
I haven't ice skate. I haven't my ice skate yet, and I haven't ice skate 40 years
I
probably.
think your daughter would get a little excited if you went ice skating.
Oh, I used to like that.
Yeah.
That was fun. Then once in a while, a bunch of guys, we'd play hockey.
Yeah.
That would get a little rough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when I was going with her, and then I had bought her a pair of skates, and then she used to go ice skating with me. But she liked roller skating better, but I didn't like roller skating too much.
Yeah. So what'd you do for recreation when you weren't playing ball or skating? Anything else?
No,
Not too much?
not too much. We didn't have much television, except my grandfather's the only one that had television around here. The whole neighborhood would come and watch television. And that was real small, like I said.
Right.
No, that was about it.
Yeah.
At that time, I remember when gas was 18 cents a gallon. But you didn't want to make you much money neither then.
Yeah. And you
And I
couldn't
used to
afford
buy
the car to drive it in, so.
Yeah, I used to buy my gas off of my grandfather. He used to get a tank because he had a farm. I don't know what the heck I paid. It was a lot less than 18 cents. But as far as recreation, we didn't do a heck of a lot.
Yeah.
You were working a lot.
Work, yes, I was. In the evenings, especially over at the farm in the summertime, I would come home. We didn't have a phone. They would stop in and tell my parents that I had to go over and help them the farm. I went over. I only got like $1.25
Right.
an hour at that time, and I was 11th and 12th grade. And you're talking 1955 and 56. I graduated in 56. And that wasn't too bad of money.
Yeah.
But I worked hard.
Yeah.
Making hay, that was tough, throwing those bales of hay out.
Yeah.
Now the cultivating, and I used to collect arrowheads.
Okay, where did you find those?
Mostly over at the turkey farm there. When I used to cultivate, you know, did you ever
Yep.
do that? Go
Yeah.
in between the corn, you go real slow.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I often stopped at the tractor. I thought that wasn't enough. Let it go. There was another one. I found I might be 2 a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I had some really nice ones. I gave them to my daughter.
Okay.
I had really some nice ones.
Yeah.
But you know, that's close to a stream, and they always said the Indians always
Near
live close to
the
a stream.
streams and the springs, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
I hope I didn't hop around too much.